Hey guys. Okay, so see my cat puzzle that I finished? Okay, so I got this frame yesterday at a yard sale. So I'm going to show you how I spruce up these old yard sale frames to put my puzzles in. So first things first, I'm going to take my puzzle out of this frame because I've seen now exactly what I want to do. I always put it in a frame and see how it's going to look so I have a vision for it. And no, that's not glued. It's really not. So I will show you how I do it. So stay tuned. This video is going to take all day to make because it's a process. All right. Okay, so I got it out of the frame. And I want to paint this piece of cardboard. That's the one that was originally in the frame. So here's what I do. And like I said, I don't glue any of my puzzles. So I got another piece of cardboard right here. And all I do is just slide them. Sometimes one or two pieces might come apart. That's it. So let's get to spray painting. Okay, so this is what I'm using. No, Krylon's not paying me. This is what I am using. And I've had it on hand, so I'm just going to use what I have on hand. Just do the perimeter on the cardboard. And then I'm going to spray paint the picture frame, and I'll just I'll lay it up there to dry. I'm not going to paint the rock or anything. Okay, let's get started. Okay, so I got them spray painted. And I just ran out of black spray paint. So if there's any touch-up that needs to be done, I have some other black paint in the house, and I'll just have to use a brush. So, into the trash. And let's go inside, and I will show you how I clean up the glass. Okay, so while that's drying, I'm watching football and getting ready to clean this glass. And this was a used picture frame, so the glass is pretty dirty. Okay, so I don't know how long it sat in their garage. I'm using a magic eraser, or generic equivalent thereof, Dollar Tree. And all I'm going to do is just go over it real quick with the magic eraser. It's going to get off years of dirt and dust that was left on it. Okay. So, got that done. Now what I'm going to do is I'm just going to take a piece of t-shirt, wipe it, and then I use alcohol. Yes, alcohol. So what I do is I just pour some alcohol on my rag, and I just start wiping. You can see a little bit of stuff that's coming off with the alcohol. The alcohol's really good at getting off a lot of the finer stuff. And like I said, I don't know how long this was in storage before I bought it, or did it sit in someone's garage. So I'm just going to give it a good clean. Ick. So let's give that a good clean. Yuck. That was really dirty. I may go back over it again in a little bit. So let's flip this over. And we'll do the other side. I like using old picture frames because I can find them relatively inexpensive. And not only that, I think they're cooler than, you know, the ones you can buy today. And if you did buy one today, they'd be way more expensive than, you know, what you can find them for used. Oh, just cut myself. So y'all be careful when you're dealing with the glass. Okay, so I'm gonna get another clean piece of t-shirt. And I have to tell you, this is a great way if you're doing the decluttering challenge. This is a great way to reuse old t-shirts that aren't even really good enough to, you know, to donate. Just cut them up and use them as rags for projects like this. And I also use old t-shirts to clean up really dirty, nasty spills or messes because we have pets, and then I just throw it away. So I'm always reusing stuff that some people might not, you know, throw away, or it's not good enough to go to the thrift store. So got this all cleaned up. And what did it take me? It looks like it took me 4 minutes, 5 minutes maybe. This side wasn't as dirty, so you can, this was probably on the inside of the picture. Okay, and this is what it looks like. It doesn't look clean, but you saw from the rag that it was really dirty. And I'll probably flip it over and do each side, you know, one more time just to get it nice and clean. And it looks like you need to go get a Band-Aid. Yeah, so be careful when you're working with the glass, but at least I'm working with alcohol too, so you know, it's getting cleaned. It's not super dirty. All right, let me finish this up and go get a Band-Aid, and we'll go out and check on the stuff we painted. Okay, so I'm back outside. It looks like there's a few spots on these that need to be touched up, and it is super, super hot here today. So everything's drying quickly. When I was walking through the garage, found another can of black spray paint. So I'm going to use this. I'm trying to use up everything I have before purchasing anything else. So let's hit it with a second coat. Okay, so since this is real life, the black stopped spraying. So I took the nozzle off and put it on that one. It's gunky. Ugh. And I'm gonna go back to spraying with this, see how it does, see if this nozzle is just as gunky. Now I'm the only one that uses spray paint, so I'm not worried about it. I'll switch the nozzles around as needed. But yeah, sometimes life happens. You just have to improvise and go on. Okay, so plan A didn't work. Plan B didn't work. So both of those spray paints are gone. I don't even know how long I've had them. So they're probably bad. So back to this paint. So let's get started. Touch this up. It's not going to take any time to dry. So you can see it needs to be touched up. But that's okay. This is why you just always go back and re-inspect your projects so you can touch it up. Okay, let's take it old school. Okay, so everything is dry. I put gloves on for 2 reasons. I don't want to cut my finger again, and I don't want to get fingerprints on the glass. So I need to get it off here and onto this one. So what we're going to do is we're just going to switch these around, slide one under the other. See? And then we're just going to slide the puzzle. I got caught on a lip down here. Okay, let's see. Uh-oh. a piece came apart. And bend this cardboard a little bit so it slides easier. Okay. It's not going to slide off that way, so let's try it this way. Yes, this way it's going to slide easier. So you just got to work with it. Figure out which way it's going to slide the easiest. Okay, so got that done. And I'm just going to eyeball it to see if it's centered. I'm not going to measure it and all that. I'm not that OCD on them. But I really like how the black offsets the puzzle really good. Okay. Now, the picture that was originally in here, it had this mat, and I'm not going to use the mat because it doesn't look good, it doesn't fit right, but I'm going to put it under the cardboard. And the reason for that, get this out of the way. The reason I do that is because it holds it tighter in the frame so it doesn't slide, okay? And then what I do is I get the glass, and I put the glass back on top, okay? So it's got a nice sandwich going here. Okay. Now this frame, this was professionally, the picture that was in here was professionally done at one time, and it's got the wire. You can't really see that. Can you see it? Okay, it's got the wire. So I'm going to put the frame on top of everything. And you've got to be careful if your picture, if it has the wire, because you don't want to get caught on the wire. So what you do is you lift all three pieces up, and you just very carefully slide everything through it. Like that. Okay. So now I've got everything in the frame. So what I'm going to do is very carefully, I pick everything up, and I flip it. Now, I just noticed that it shifted in here. So let me take this, I'm going to slide this cardboard out. And you know, I mean, this stuff happens. It's not that big of a deal. Even if it was glued, stuff shifts. I don't like gluing them to cardboard because okay guys, had some technical issues. So anyway, take your butter knife, your screwdriver, whatever you have. You're going to go around, you're going to push down all those little brads. Now, mine were missing a few brads, so you can kind of see, but I just took some tape and went around and taped it, you know, taped the cardboard to the frame. And since it's on the back, no one's going to see it anyway, so you can see how I did it. And then, here it is, guys. All nice and framed, nice clean glass. I really like the way this project turned out. I do not frame all of my puzzles I only frame the ones that mean something to me. And this is one of them because I love my black cats. And so I really wanted this one framed. So there it is. That's how I frame a puzzle. And I have to tell you, it took me longer to make this video than it does to actually just do the process. So keep that in mind. Reuse what you have. If you don't have it, you know, you can go buy one. I just wanted something fancy because, you know, this is for my black cat, and I wanted something fancy, and I wanted to make it stand out and pop. So, okay guys, remember, hit the thumbs up, which is the like button, hit subscribe, and the bell icon. And the bell icon is so you get notified, and the way YouTube does things now is kind of funny, so make sure you hit all three, and share this video with anybody else that's into puzzles or is looking to frame